Hello everybody. So my presentation is on approaching and capturing of a horse in the field. So before we go out there, I'm going to start in her stall. She just got her dinner, so she's very happy to be around me right now. And I'm going to go over just how to halter before you even get out there, just because that's one of the most crucial steps. So I have two different types of halters here. I have your typical, very common, especially in thoroughbreds, leather halter. And then I also have very common in Western horses, which tends to be what I use the most of for training purposes. I have a rope halter. So I'm going to walk you through both processes of that with my lovely horse Derby. And yeah, we're going to get this video rolling. Alrighty. So there's several different ways to do everything in the horse world. There's no right or wrong reason. So Derby has a blanket on right now. Normally horses don't have blankets on. But it's cold and it's very freezing. So this is Derby. Don't mind her dirt, mud spot because, you know, she's white. But anyways, so I'm going to grab her nose like this. She's a very good girl. And I'm going to throw the rope over her neck, like so. So if she tries to walk away from me, I have control of her still. Then I have the halter. Now normally before I even catch the horse, I have it undone. So it's quick and easy. This is my horse, so I know her very well. But anyways, so this is the nose part. You're going to take the nose part and put her head in there. She's very good about this. And then you're going to flip the crown piece over her head like so. So it's going to sit just behind her ears. And then you're going to take it and you want it snug. You don't want it to be on the first hole where she could pull back and literally take it through her nose. But you also don't want it on the fourth hole where she cannot breathe and it's all the way up here. She can't feel this very well. So this little mare sits on the second hole. So it's about 2 or 3 fingers above her nasal passage, because this bone right here and the horse's face is extremely brittle and it can break very easily. I'm sorry, did that tickle? Anyways, so now I have complete control of this horse and now she's all set to go. So now I'm going to walk us through how to take the halter off and then how to put on a rope halter. So it's simple. You just grab like this and you pull towards you and then it's off and then she's free. Okay, don't leave yet. So the next thing is with a rope halter. It's very similar. It's a little can get a little complicated if it's all twisted, but okay. It's the same thing. You're going to take the rope, you're going to throw it over her neck. So now you have control of her head if she tries to wander. So, nose piece goes over the nose like so. And then this crown piece, like I said, it can get tangled pretty easily, just goes over the crown of her head, right behind her ears. Now this is where the rope halter becomes different, is how you secure it. So, I'm gonna ask Derby to step up here a little bit so we're a little bit closer to the camera. So there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to show you just the basic way, which is you're going to take your tail and put it through your loop. And you're going to pull it snug to a little bit snugger than you're going to want it to sit, because it's going to loosen after you tighten it. Then you're going to take the tail and you're going to go behind the loop towards her eyes. And then you're going to be left with this second loop right here. So then you're going to take the tail and it's going to go towards her tail. That way, once you're done, it'll look, step forward, a little something like that. So it's just a knot, and you always want the tail to be towards her tail, because that way it's not flinging and hitting her on the eyeball, going in her ears or anything like that. So yeah, and then you just undo the knot like so. And she's released. Da, 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 da. Okay, now to the pasture. Ready, everybody? We are out in the field. My mare might be a poster child for a good horse to catch. She usually comes up to me. So she's already heard me and she started walking. So I'm just going to do my best to just show how you would catch a horse normally, without untraining that in her. All right, so there's the gate. There's my horse. We're gonna go catch that one over there in the blue blanket. Derby is in a field all by herself. So as I walk up to her, I'm just going to say like some different things that I watch for if there were other horses in this field. One thing to always be wary of when you are catching a horse is water. And then if there was a roundabout out here or a bale of hay of some sort, horses are pretty territorial sometimes of their food and water. I also try and catch my horses not in the mud because it's mud season. So anyways, we're going to start jandering over here to my horse. You always have to walk and catch him for the most part. Derby's a really good mare. She doesn't normally run to me. I did just turn her out, so she's like, I'm not going to come back to you. Anyways, if there were other horses out here, especially with girl horses, they like to kick and bite and be a little aggressive. I would be watching very cautiously, especially because I have a horse that likes to kick, and she's got back shoes on, let me tell you. That hurts. So anyways, so when catching a horse, you always want to watch their body language. So as you can see, Derby is not alarmed by me. She is like, oh, what are these other noises? Cool. This is my mother. Her ears are forward, but she is watching over there. So I'm going to be cautious of that. Now, horses do have an on side and a left side. So I always approach from the left. So this is her shoulder right here. She has a blanket. I'm sorry, it's gross. It's just how horses are. So anyways, I approach very cautiously. I'm talking to her. Hi, Derbs. And I go and I reach under her, under her neck, and I'm kind of scratching her. She's like, you got cookies, Mom? So she is a very good horse. She doesn't run or anything like that. So she's a very good girl. I like to rub on my horses, especially if they are easy catch when I first get up to them. You don't want them thinking that as soon as they see you, it's lots of pressure. So anyways, she's a very good girl. She's waiting for her halter. She's like, why are we taking so long? Okay, so now that I've approached Derby from the side, I did throw my rope over her so I can get that on video. It's kind of hard to do multiple things with horses sometimes. Anyway, so I do have a leather halter out here with me today. So you just walk up and you want to do this in one swift motion. Nose, crown piece, grab that crown piece with your extra hand. If they try and run, you at least have hold of them in some way or another. And then you're going to put the halter on and you're good to go. You're ready just to walk out. Remember, if you are walking out or catching a horse, that there are other horses in the field, to be wary of the other horses because they will hurt you. They will kick at the horse that you're trying to get. The horse that you get might kick at them. It can become a fun adventure. Oh, and don't forget, always pay the cookie tax.